Tomorrow, I'm not gonna be able to be on video.
Okay.
And it's
But you can still participate. I'm sure you'd be fine. Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. In today's, for those of you that are new, my name is SJ with SJ Protective Styles. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. In today's video, I am sharing with you my makeup routine. Now, a little bit of backstory. About 8+ years ago, I was not into makeup. To me, makeup was lip gloss and eyeshadow, and if I had those two things on, I was wearing makeup. Let's all laugh together. Honestly, for two reasons. One, I didn't know how to apply makeup, and two, the people that I was around, I wasn't around people that wore makeup. It wasn't until I moved here to Texas and I started seeing more people wear makeup and I started getting more curious, and then I started watching YouTube videos and different makeup artists like Jackie Aina. Not sure if you're into makeup and you've heard of these people or not, but Jackie Aina, Makeup by Shayla. They have a slew of videos that I have watched, and I've taken bits and pieces from those, as well as other people. Nakia Joy, she's another good one. I think she's from like Australia. But anyway, just watched a whole bunch of videos of YouTubers, and with the tips that they have shared in their videos, I have learned how to apply my makeup to where it lasts and it looks good. And while I don't consider myself an expert, I do consider myself experienced, and I feel like I'm getting a lot better because now I have people asking me who did my makeup. And when I go into Sephora, not only do they say, obviously, you know, how may I help you, but they'll always compliment me on my makeup. So again, not an expert, but definitely experienced. And I feel like with what I'm sharing, if you're trying to get into makeup, if you just want to play around, then hopefully something that I'm sharing with you in this video, even if it's just a new product that you try, will be helpful for you in some way. Just going to break the video up into sections. I've zoomed in so you can see my face. I'm starting with the clear face. Now, as I go through my different sections, so in the beginning I'm going to talk about my primers and my moisturizer and so forth. I'm also, if there's one available, I'm also going to show you a dupe, which is basically a cheaper alternative to the product, and then an alternative which is comparably around the same price, but if you can't find product A, here's product B. All right, we're going to start prepping the face with niacinamide serum. The dupe is Ordinary. The product that I'm using, which I showed you, is can be purchased on Amazon. Niacinamide serum helps with oil control. So if you are a oily girl like myself, then you will love this product. Okay. Next, we're going to moisturize the face. I go back and forth between Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Cream and the Black Girl sunscreen. I love both. My makeup doesn't seem to alter in any way using either product. In the video today, I am using, as you saw, the Black Girl sunscreen. Now, a dupe to either of these is, you can use like Cetaphil's moisturizing lotion. You may be able to find this at Burlington Coat Factory for like $5, but you can also get it on Amazon. Now, primer, there is no dupe, there is no alternative. This is the holy grail of them all. This stuff is amazing, and I see a huge difference if I don't use it. It just applies, it makes the application process of my foundation and everything else after that so much smoother. It is worth every penny. Next step is my eyebrows. I'm going to clean them up. My favorite is Born This Way. I use two shades, Maple and Butterscotch. One is upside down there. And then the alternative or dupe, because it's about half the price, is the Sephora's collection hydrating concealer. I use the shade 44Y and 35N. Those are the alternatives to Born This Way. And then the dupe would be the LA Pro Conceal in the color Fawn. I'm going to use my Morphe brush, and I am applying the Sephora Collection 35N under my eyebrows. I like the lighter shade to go at the bottom, and then the darker shade, I'm going to apply that at the top. After I apply the concealer, then I'm going in with my concealer brush and smoothing everything out. Sometimes I do go over my eyebrows, and my eyebrows aren't even, in my opinion, and I will go back with my eyebrow pencil and just fill in any of those areas to try to get them to look as even as possible. If I'm going for a glam look, I'll use black, but for a more natural look, dark brown. This is my favorite of favorites foundation, the Airbrush Flawless Foundation by Charlotte Tilbury. An alternative is the NARS Soft Matte, and then the dupe to both of those is Revlon's Color Stay foundation. They all work well, but I find that the Charlotte Tilbury just goes the extra mile. I can get about 4 or 5 extra hours with this foundation than I can the other foundations. And I do apply it with a damp beauty blender. I do use the beauty blender by Beauty Blender. It makes a huge difference. Next, to add in more dimension, I'm going to highlight and contour. Now I'm using those same 2 shades that I used on my eyebrows to highlight my face. I'm using the darker shade first, and then I'm using the 35N, the lighter shade, second. While I let that sit and get tacky, I'm going in with my bronzer by Beauty Blender. I love this duo. It's $32, but it's 2-in-1. You have a highlighter at the top, and then you have the bronzer at the bottom. Now a dupe to this would be the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer, but again, I just prefer Beauty Blender. Now with my contouring brush, I'm going to contour my face. The one thing I love about this is the shade is absolutely perfect. So I'm going to contour in all the areas you see here on my face. And then before I close it, I do like to take a little bit more and apply it on my brush and let the brush sit. I'm going to show you in a second what I do with the remainder. Next, with my Beauty Blender, I am going to smooth out the concealer. I am using the same side of the Beauty Blender that I use on my foundation. I love just the mix of all those colors. It just gives a really nice concealer shade to my face. And after I've smoothed everything out, you can see here, you can tell where my foundation ends and where the concealer begins. And if you want a more natural look, you're going to go in with that excess from the contour brush, and you're going to smooth out the demarcation lines from where you apply your foundation and the concealer. Before you set your face, you want to make sure that everything is seamless and blended very well. Now we're ready to set the face. Some people use a beauty sponge. Laura Mercier Chef Kiss, hands down, is my favorite. Fashion Fair is an alternative, Truly Ton, my favorite shade. And then the dupe to both of these would be the HD Flawless. You can find this at most beauty supply stores. In today's video, I'm using my Holy Grail Laura Mercier powder, and I'm using my puff to apply the setting powder. I am gently applying that powder in all the areas where I applied highlight to my face. I know it looks crazy right now, but I promise you, once I finish, it will all come together. All right, the next step is bringing more color to the face with powders. So I'm going to start with my Studio Fix MAC powder. The alternative is NARS Soft Matte Perfecting Powder. I believe it's the color Seafoam. And then the dupe is the Revlon Color Stay powder. I am using a brush that I purchased at Marshall's. It's the Japanese, I believe that's how you pronounce it, foundation brush. This brush works so well with applying my foundation powder. Now I'm going in on all those areas that aren't highlighted. In other words, I don't have the Laura Mercier powder, and I am applying the foundation powder. Next, I'm going in with my bronzer by Mario. An alternative is the Anastasia's brow powder in the color Mahogany. And then the dupe would be Luna Magic. You can find this at CVS. Now, the one thing I will say is the shade. Now, even though I'm paying more, I just find that the shade of the Anastasia and the Mario bronzers, this works so well with my complexion. Now, with the darker shade, I go in and contour my nose. I use it as an eyeshadow on my eyelids. The next step is blush. Currently, I am loving this blush by Black Radiance. Cannot remember the color. I don't have a favorite blush. I go back and forth. I've used blushes by Shein. Charlotte Tilbury has a really nice blush. But like I said, right now my favorite is this Black Radiance blush. And then I'm going to use the unused bottom side of my Beauty Blender to just lightly tap over every part of my face and smooth it all in. All right, and now I'm going to set everything. My favorite setting spray is by Charlotte Tilbury. An alternative slash dupe is the Morphe's Continuous Setting Mist. I swear by this setting spray. And now I'm going to highlight my face. With the top part of my Beauty Blender Duo, I'm using the highlighter, I guess you could call this like a pomade. And I'm going to highlight the bridge of my nose with my highlighting brush. I'm also going to highlight the sides of my face just above that cheekbone. And my blush. And then I like to apply just a little bit right underneath my eyebrows. The last step is off camera, my lashes, eyeliner, lips, etc. All right, here we have the final and finished look. I hope something in this video was helpful for you, even if it was just a product that you weren't aware of and that you're now going to try. And if that's the case, then definitely be sure to hit the like button, share, and also subscribe. Also, if you have any recommendations on other makeup products that you think I should try, please drop that in the comments below as well. I'm always willing to compare and contrast something new with any products that I'm currently using. Hello everyone. All right, I am checking in. I have been wearing the makeup, same makeup from this morning, for 4 hours in with this makeup. This is what I'm looking like at 4 hours. We are going to do a water test. Now I have my water bowl and I don't cook with this bowl. This is a plastic disposable bowl. I literally just bought it for this experiment because I don't want to use my cooking bowls. And I have my paper towel. Here we go. Don't look crazy. Let me zoom in. I'm going to pat my face. Nice and easy. Okay. So I know that this makeup is not transfer proof, but you can see some of it did come off on the paper towel. However, if you look at my face, you can see that my makeup is still intact. So when you try this makeup, if you haven't already, let me know your thoughts. Take care, be blessed, and I'll see you in the next one.